Okay, Rudy, from the top. High five.
High five.
Low five.
Low five.
Slide five.
Slide five.
And the bump. Bump. Rudy, but remember to stop. Gee, are you okay?
Affirmative. I will stop. Next time.
Rudy 1, you're the greatest.
The greatest what is the question?
Huh? Oh, Sky. You've met Rudy 1, right? Isn't he great?
Great! Listen, Leon, I don't know how to break this to you, but not only is this robot rude, he's downright mean. He said some awful things to everyone.
Look, whatever he said, I'm sure he didn't mean it. He was just kidding.
Affirmative. Kid. Yuck, yuck. Fun stuff. Ha!
It isn't fun stuff to call people names, Rudy. Listen, Leon.
What?
He treats you differently than he treats the rest of us. And well, we want him to leave.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, Leon.
No, Sky.
Yes.
No.
The plan is working. They are starting to argue.
No.
Yes, Leon.
Look, Sky, whatever he said, I'm sure Rudy didn't mean it. But if you want him to leave, fine. I'll leave too.
Huh?
I'm out of here.
No, Leon,
Come on,
I didn't mean
Rudy.
for you to... I just meant Rudy.
Oh, my.
Boy, there's one aluminum can I'd like to recycle.
Oh, hi, Nuzzle. I was just up here thinking. You see, I got this new friend, Rudy 1, and I think he's the greatest. But nobody likes him. And they say that he says mean things to them. So what should I do? Thanks.
I can't believe Leon just walked out on you like that, Sky.
Yeah.
I can.
What?
It's like this. Since Rudy 1 is nice to Leon, Leon can't believe that Rudy 1 is mean to the rest of us.
Mavis is a diesel engine who works for the quarry company shunting freight cars in their sidings. She has 6 small wheels hidden by side plates just like Toby's. Mavis is young and full of her own ideas. She loves rearranging things too and began putting Toby's cars in different places every day. This made Toby cross. Freight cars, he grumbled, should be where you want them when you want them. Fiddlesticks, said Mavis and flounced away. At last, Toby lost patience. I can't waste time playing hunt the cars with you. Take them yourself. Mavis was pleased. Taking cars made her feel important. At the station, Diesel oiled up to her. Toby's an old fusspot, she complained. Diesel sensed trouble and was delighted. Toby says only steam engines can manage freight cars, continued Mavis. How absurd, squirmed Diesel. Depend upon it, Mavis. Anything steam engines can do, we diesels can do better. Diesel knew nothing about cars, but Mavis didn't realize this. Toby's line crosses the main road behind the station and for a short way follows a farm lane. Frosty weather makes the muddy lane rock hard and very slippery. Toby stops before reaching the lane. His fireman halts the traffic at the crossing, and then he sets off again. By using the heavy cars to push him along, he has no trouble with the frosty rails in the lane and across the road. It is the only safe thing to do in this kind of weather. Toby warned Mavis and told her just what to do. "I can manage, thank you," she replied. "I'm not an old fusspot like you." The freight cars were tired of being pushed around by Mavis. "It's slippery," they whispered. "Let's push her around instead." On, they yelled. Mavis took no notice. Instead, she brought the cars carefully down the lane and stopped at the level crossing. All traffic halted. "One in the headlamp for fusspot Toby," chortled Mavis. But Mavis had stopped in the wrong place. Instead of taking Toby's advice, she had given the cars the chance they wanted. Hold back, they cried. "Grrr up," ordered Mavis. The cars just laughed and her wheels spun helplessly. Workmen sanded the rails and tried to dig away the frozen mud, but it was no good. Everyone was impatient. "Grrr!" wailed Mavis. Toby was in the yard when he heard the news. "I warned her," he fumed. "She's young yet," soothed his driver. "And she can manage her cars herself," interrupted Toby. "They're your cars, really," his driver replied. "Mavis is supposed to stay at the quarry. If Sir Topham Hatt finds out..." Yes," said Toby thoughtfully. He and his driver agreed that it would be best to help Mavis after all. An angry farmer was telling Mavis just what she could do with her train. "Having trouble, Mavis?" chortled Toby. "I am surprised." "Gosh!" said Mavis. With much puffing and wheel slip, Toby pushed Mavis and the freight cars back. The hard work made his fire burn fiercely, and his firemen spread hot cinders to melt the frozen mud. At last, they finished. "Goodbye," called Toby. "You'll manage now, I expect." Mavis didn't answer. She took the cars to the sheds and scuttled home to the quarry as quickly as she could.
Well, what if Rudy 1 is right?
Yeah. What if we're the ones that are ridiculous and he is right?
Oh, no. Well, wait a minute, guys. Who says that robot is so smart? We're not ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right, that's right, Julie.
Yeah.
But if we're not ridiculous, well, how come we felt hurt when that robot said that we were?
Because it always hurts when someone calls you names. But we have to remember that what the robot said isn't true.
Right, which means that Rudy 1 is the one with the problem.
Yeah. Problem, huh? I've been looking for something to fix.
Hey, that's Rudy.
I called you ridiculous so you would fight with each other. But you are not doing this.
We're not fighting because we're friends, and you're wrong.
But you are not my friends. I can say whatever I want to you.
No, you can't, Rudy, because they're my friends. And when you're mean to my friends, it's just like being mean to me.
Please explain. What does this mean?
It means you have to change the way you act. Nobody wants to be around someone who calls people names all the time. They say sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can never hurt you.
feel that way to me.
When you call us names, it's not a game. You're gonna make us feel blue.
Don't go hurting feelings, that's no way to be.
You can't say that.
Get it straight right off the bat.
You can't say that.
We're gonna show you where it's at.
You can't say that. Oh no, you can't say that.
We all have feelings deep inside and care about each other.
Do you have feelings too?
If you do, then you know why we're kind to one another.
Think of how you'd feel if we said mean things to you. You can't say that.
Get it straight right off the bat.
You can't say that. We're gonna show you where it's at. You can't say that. Oh no, you can't say that. If you'd like to change and say things right, we'll show you how to do it.
I am not programmed in that way.
But if you try with all your might to see there's nothing to it.
Sorry, cannot be you. Try another day. I can't say that.
Come on, give it a try.
I can't say that.
Won't you tell us why?
I can only say ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous.
You can't say that.
What a beautiful song. I am defragmented to my core.
Now do you understand?
Affirmative. But I am not a human. I am a machine. I cannot change. You are right. I must leave.
Hey, wait a minute, Rudy One. I got an idea. I can make some adjustments to you.
Will adjustments hurt?
Oh, well, they tickle a little bit, but come on.
Okay.
Ta-da! Introducing the new, the improved Rudy One.
I am the new and improved Rudy One. I love you.
Huh?
I love Kiki. I love Ben, Sky, Leon, Jody, and Julie. I love Paris in the springtime.
Hey, wait a minute. How do you feel about lima beans?
I love them.
What about dull crayon?
I love them.
How about cleaning up your room?
I love it.
Kitty.
Okay. It needs some fine tuning.
Well, anyway, Rudy, at least now you can be friends with everyone here.
Yes, but first I must call the naughty one. He will love my new personality and enhanced user interface. Come in, naughty one.
Yes? Who is that? Ooh, Rudy One.
Hello, naughty one. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my ROM.
What? Rudy One are experiencing a complete system failure. Return to me immediately. Did those children do this to you?
Yes, I love them. And they are my friends. Hey, they can be your friends too.
Negative. Get back here at once.
Well, at least you tried, Rudy.
Yes, but I must return to the naughty one. I'd like to thank you, Leon, and your friends for recalibrating my responses and for upgrading my operating system.
Oh, you're welcome, Rudy. I think. Maybe you can come back and visit sometime.
I would like that, Leon. You're my friend, too?
You bet, Rudy. High five.
High five.
Low five.
Low five.
And slide five.
Slide five. And bump. Goodbye, friends.
Bye, Rudy. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye, Rudy.
Come on, Naz. Come on, tell me something to say to that cat. Yeah, something mean. Something that'll make him feel bad. Yeah, like the way I felt when he called me a prissy cat and a snooty patootie.
Whoa! Sizzle! I have just realized what you have to do.
Yeah?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's it. What?
Think about it, Sizzle. If you call him something like a rat cat or a crabby tabby, then Sizzle, no, then you'll be mean too. And well, that's just not you, Sizzle. No, sir. The Sizzle I know doesn't make anybody feel bad. Right?
Well, yeah. I'm not mean. But it hurt my feelings when he said that.
Sizzle? Well, just ignore him. Look, the things he says aren't true, right?
Well,
Right, so it's his problem, not yours, right?
I guess so.
Right.
Right!
And that's my game plan, Sizzle. Now, Sizzle, I want you to get out there and hunker down and stick to the plan and do nothing.
Right!
Right.
Thanks, Coach.